I just wanted to tell you, I am definitely drunk. So
Fantastic.
I feel like we should give a little bit of backstory. Today's Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So we had posted the episode today, but we're recording for next Thursday.
Yes.
And I had gone out with our friend Kiki.
I'm
You're right.
Ricki.
I went out with
Yes.
Kiki and her boyfriend and her cousin's fiance.
Which I love. I miss. I want to
And
see
so,
her. I just want to talk to her. That's all.
wait. Okay, so real quick, I met Kiki on Twitter. Kiki and I became friends in real life. You and Kiki have never met in real
We've
life.
never met. And that's why I was like, I just want to see her. And I was like, wait, I actually never actually saw her. I just miss her.
We were talking about that tonight, how you guys have never actually met. And I was like, how have you not actually met?
Yeah, we just talk on Instagram and are friends through the internet and through you.
Very weird.
But I love it. She's always so nice and like always complimentary.
So I was very happy to hang with her tonight. And you and I were going to not record tonight. And then it just happened. So here we are.
And here we are. We're recording right now because I'll be away with Carla Marie and Anthony when this posts. And
where will you be?
By that, ooh, good question. Let me check. I think Nashville is where I'll be.
Light off.
You're so fancy.
Oh, look at me now. Living room light on.
You are literally so fancy.
I love it. You're going to be in Nashville?
Yes. So I will be in Nashville when this posts. Or in St. Louis. Either in Nashville or on my way to St. Louis. One or the other.
Is that weird to you? Like you're going to just drive to the other side of the country, or you're like, whatever?
No, I think it's so cool. I'm really excited about this because it sounds crazy. Like, oh, you're unemployed and you're going on a vacation kind of thing. But for one, I'll be working with them. And for two, it's like I never have this amount of time to do something like this. So I'm taking advantage of it. I haven't taken a vacation in a while. And all last year, anytime that I took quote unquote vacation, it was to come home to see family.
When's the last time you were on a real vacation?
Probably 2.5 years ago, maybe 3 years ago.
What?
Yeah, it's been a while.
That's way too long.
I think because I think my like actual real like last vacation was Iceland.
See, this is the problem with the world.
Yeah, you work your ass off like crazy and you never take vacation.
Right. I'm always like, work is not life. And then I'm like, let's be real. Work is life.
You just get wrapped up in bullshit, and lifetime gets away from you. And then you're like, wow, I need a vacation. So I'm taking advantage of it. And I'm very excited. I can't wait to see America.
I can't wait to live it through you.
Live vicariously through me. I love that.
Yeah.
I'll send you lots of pics. Don't worry. We'll FaceTime
Please
you
do.
along the way.
If you don't, I will hate you forever.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I will definitely do it then.
Yes.
I feel like I look like I have something in my teeth that I don't.
No, I can't even see you.
I feel like when I smile, it makes it look like
turn the brightness on your computer up.
Does that make a difference?
It'll make you a little brighter.
Let's see. Do 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 like that.
It didn't make a difference.
I mean, I put it. It's all the way bright.
Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Yeah.
I have a massive pimple on my forehead, so you don't really want to see me, anyways.
I can see it. It's all right. Everyone's got pimples.
Okay, so I need you to share with us this fantastic story that you had texted me about earlier today.
Is it a fantastic story?
I mean, I think it's hilarious.
Okay, so I got a text from my mother that said, well, I would like to preface this with my sister's name is Brittany. The girl who bought Brittany's furniture would be so perfect for you. Her name is Hannah, and she's adorable. Moving to here in Philly, and she's going to Penn Law School. I'm going to see her again on Sunday. How do we do this? So I said, we don't do this. I said to my mom today, I said, Mom, you're a really fantastic mother, and I love you a lot, but you are not a matchmaker. Don't try and be a matchmaker. Be a mother.
Okay, wait. So are you saying no because you don't like the girl that she's trying to set you up with, or are you saying no because it's your mom in general trying to set you up?
Okay, so I said what I really said when she first texted me that I said was her last name so I could look her up.
Okay, obviously, valid.
right?
Like that makes sense. I would ask the same
Right.
thing.
Got to be a little curious. And so she told me her last name, and I looked her up, and I was like, not really for me, but I appreciate the sentiment.
Okay, like very far off from you, or just like slightly off from what you.
I would say definitely not even remotely my type. So she texted me her last name, and I said, I'm not into it. And then she sent me a picture, and she said, she looks cute. And I said, no, thank you. And then she said, okay, I tried.
Oh, your mom is so sweet.
Yeah.
She
I
just
sent you the
really.
picture of what she looks like, right?
Yes, you did send it to me. And I think she's cute too, but she isn't your type.
Okay. What is my type in your eyes?
Okay.
Oh my, that was not a good noise.
Okay, so oh, this is hard. Um, I feel like your type is very it's like how do I say this?
I don't know.
I feel like your type is very like was a sorority girl in college. I don't know. You don't really have a preference on hair, I don't think. Like it doesn't matter if it's blonde or brunette. But I feel like you prefer blondes, but you don't mind if she's brunette. Or maybe it's more like the dirty blonde thing because you've never I don't think dated like a full blown blonde. Um but like somebody who like I said just like kind of seems like she was in a sorority in college, so she's outgoing, but she's not like over the top outgoing. Obviously she has to be somewhat adventurous, but I think that sometimes you lack in that. Like you'll deal with somebody who's not that adventurous if you like other parts of her. You compromise a lot is what I think. I always feel like you could do better than the girls that you date, personally.
Wow.
That's one friend to another. I think you compromise on a lot of things that you shouldn't.
So this is really interesting to hear because legitimately you and I have never talked about this outside of this episode. Right? Like I've never said, what do you think my type is, right? So what I feel like you just did is you described my ex.
Kind of, yeah.
So I don't agree with you at all, actually. I think that I'm not really into the sorority type because that's a very specific type of person, like heavy drinking, whatever. It's just like not my kind of thing, even though I'm drunk right now. I feel like you said I'm into blondes. I feel like I mainly go for brunettes, but I have dated a lot of blondes because I'm not necessarily like, oh, I only date brunettes, right? It's more
Yeah.
about like the person's personality and whatever. So it
Which
just
I was
happens
right
that I've
about
dated
that.
more blondes.
As I said,
Well,
I don't think you have a preference, but I feel like you more so go for blondes.
I don't know if it's whether I go for one or the other. It's just that's how it's been.
Okay. Just worked out that way.
Outgoing, definitely. What did I say? Not. I don't remember what I wrote down. Adventurous, 100%.
But I think you compromise on that a lot, and they're not always that adventurous.
Okay, here's a really good question. What do you think I compromise on, or why do you think I compromise on things?
Ooh. I think you compromise on the adventure part of it. Like anybody that's adventurous, I think you do compromise on that. Which you've had girls that you've dated in the past that will go on trips with you, but they're not really like the adventurous trips.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're more like the beachy trips that are like the casual classic things that people go on, not like the let's go to Fiji and like hike somewhere or something crazy like that, which you would do, but the girls you date don't typically, they're not really down for that. I think you also compromise on, I don't know if it's necessarily a compromise, but I think that when you date a girl, you hang out more with her friends than your own friends.
You're literally just describing my ex.
Maybe I am. Maybe that's because it's the only girl that I've really ever seen you date. Like, that's the longest person that you've dated while we've been friends.
Right, but you and I were friends when I dated Steph, but were we not like super close then?
No, we were, but I feel like maybe it was just that we were closer with the other one than
we definitely were.
Yeah, that might be it. Because I remember Steph, but I don't remember it as intensely as I remember your other ex.
Colby.
Are we gonna?
Yeah.
I was like, are we gonna say names?
Yeah,
I don't know. Okay, so I like wasn't as close with you when we were so close, but we weren't as close as when you were dating Colby. But when you dated Steph, you also kind of like fell off the mat.
That's very true.
And you hung out with mostly her friends. And the same thing with Colby. I feel like you didn't really hang out with your friends just as much. It was a little different with Colby because you still hung out with your friends, but I don't feel like you hung out with them with Colby.
I feel like with Steph, we didn't really hang out with either. It was just like we hung out with each other most of the time.
Okay.
But with Colby, it was definitely mostly her friends.
Okay.
So I don't think you're completely wrong from where you're coming from. I also don't necessarily think I have a certain type. You know?
I
But
say
like
the same thing.
if I were to guess your type, it wouldn't be AJ.
What would you think my type would be?
Are you sure you want me to say this?
Yes, I do. I'm actually curious because we had a listener. You had posted a video of AJ on 20 somethings doing nothing on the story.
Yeah.
And one of our listeners was like, oh, wow, that is not what I thought AJ looked like at all.
Did you ask them what they think he looked like?
Good question. I think I did. I think I was like, really, why? Or something like that. But
I didn't see that response.
she did say it made sense in the end, but she was like, that's not what I pictured at first. I have to find the message.
Huh.
Hold on. Please hold.
Okay, so I picture you dating like super like manly man, like buff, tattoo filled dude. Like really like super masculine, right? Not to say that AJ's not super masculine, but he's not like a huge buff, like manly man type dude, right?
Yeah, true. He's not very like macho and in your face where he's
Right,
like,
right.
"Brr,
And that's what I picture
I
you
am
dating.
man."
Yeah, I am man.
I hate that.
So maybe we don't really know each other.
So, so she had said, when I said, what were you picturing? She said, definitely didn't think he had long hair. But now that I see him, I'm like, he looks perfect for Ricki. So in the end, it made sense to her. But I guess it's the long hair that threw her off.
I mean, he does have longer hair than he used to.
Yes, it's insanely long now. It's almost as long as mine. It's kind of crazy.
That is pretty nuts.
His man bun is intense right now.
I've never had a man bun.
Yeah, I can't picture you with one at all.
I mean, this is pretty long for my hair. Like, I'm getting a haircut tomorrow, actually. Funny enough.
You need one. That's a good idea.
Yeah. This is my first haircut in 6 months.
Really?
Yeah.
But you've had other people cut it, like your mom.
Right. My mom cut it once, and one of my best friends cut it once.
So even though she doesn't know the kind of girls to set you up with, she knows how to cut your hair the right way to make it look nice. Oh, no?
It worked. I'll just say that. It was fine, right? Like, it did the job.
Your mom, if she listens to this, is going to feel so bad.
She's not a hairstylist and she's not a matchmaker, but she's great at everything else. She's a wonderful mother. She's a wonderful cook. She's a wonderful everything else. But there's two things that she can't do. She's not a wonderful hairstylist and she's not a great matchmaker.
Okay, but wait. What if it was like this girl's personality that she automatically was like, oh, she'll be perfect for Jake? Because you're just looking at her by looks. You don't know what she's like.
Right, but you have to have some sort of attraction to the person.
True, but sometimes your attraction comes from getting to know them on a personal level.
I don't know. I look at her, I'm like, eh.
Okay. All right.
It sounds horrible. It really does. Like, I listen to myself say that, and I'm like, you're such a fucking asshole. But there has to be some sort of level of attraction.
No, you're right.
And right. Because I can be not super attracted to her, and then her personality is like incredible, and then I'm like, holy cow, I want to be with this girl. Right?
Yeah.
But if there's no level of attraction, that's not going to work.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Well, mom didn't pick a good one then.
She tried.
Would you let me set you up? Even though you
Yes.
just said that you don't think
100%.
that. Would you really?
Yes. I think here's the reason. So my mom has met girls that I've dated, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or she's met girls that I've brought home. But there's girls that I've dated before that she's never met, right? But you know a lot more than my mom does.
Okay.
Right? You've heard stories, you've seen pictures, you have met people that she's never met. So I would trust your opinion on people that I would be with more than her. And she's probably so offended if she hears this.
It's just because I know like the messed up part of you that you don't want to tell your mom.
Right. Like there's things about relationships, there's things about people that I've dated that she'll never know.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I'm just, It's my mom. I'm not going to tell her that.
Totally.
But you know these things. So I would 100% trust you. If you said, Jake, I'm going to set you up with this girl. You need to go on a date with her, but I'm not going to show you what she looks like. I'm not going to tell you anything about her. I want you to show up to the restaurant or the bar and just go on a date with her. I would say 100%.
Oh my gosh, I feel so honored.
Yeah.
Well, now I know for future reference. If I ever see a girl and I'm like, well, you know who's perfect for you. My
So
friend
last
Jake.
week when we were talking about the girl that has a crush on me because she had a sex dream about me, if you want to set me up on a date with her, that would be great.
Maybe. I'll think about that one. I don't
One
know.
day.
I don't actually. I think you guys would work pretty well, from what I know.
So maybe you not telling me is really holding me back from finding the love of my life.
Okay, let's not go that far. Okay, we're not
How do
taking
you
it that
know?
far
How
because
do you know?
I will not be responsible for maybe stopping love. Okay, that will not be on my shoulders.
But you maybe are stopping love.
But that's not up to me. That's up to her.
I guess that's true. My thing is I don't want to be responsible for setting somebody up and then it failing and then that person being miserable. I don't want to be responsible for you having like a horrible however long of your life.
Totally. Nobody wants
Right?
that.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know, but if you were single and I'd met somebody that I really thought you would be good with, I don't know. Part of me thinks I would set you up, but then part of me is like, no, I don't want to be involved in that in any way.
Yeah, because there's part of you that wants to be like, all right, I could facilitate something that could be really legit and be actual love, possibly. But then there's the other side of it, and you're like, well, I could also be the reason for an absolute demise of this person and like hatred and sadness. And you don't want that part. So the possibility
No,
of the negative makes you not want to even push for the positive.
right. I agree with you, but I think like let's say you met somebody or you know somebody or whatever the situation is, right? There's somebody in your life that you thought would be really good with me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that the possibility of me getting hurt or that person getting hurt would stop you from setting us up.
I would have
Because
to really, 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 really be like, this is it. Like this makes sense.
I don't know if you would have to say this is the one. I think my gut feeling is that you would do it even if you didn't think they're going to get married, right?
Oh,
Because
you guys don't have to get married, but I have to be like, this is really, really, really like, I just see this. Like, this just makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, I'd have to really fully 100% believe it. Not necessarily that you guys are going to get married, but it
okay,
wouldn't just be like, oh, maybe.
what if there was someone where like you guys would be great fuck buddies? Like you guys would just like bang it out all night.
I do
Like,
not want to be part of that.
are you kidding me? Are you telling me you would not set me up for just like incredible sex?
If it were me being your wing woman at a bar or something, then yes, but not with like a friend of mine or someone I know.
That makes sense.
You know, like I have no problem being your wing woman on any occasion. I will do it any day of the week. I have no problem with that. But when it comes to somebody I actually personally know, then no, I'd want it to be like they're going to date and it's going to be a legitimate relationship that maybe somewhat becomes something later on. Who knows?
So either way, you're looking out for my best interest. So I'm very happy
Totally.
with that.
Because I'm a good friend.
Right. I respect that.
I'm glad you agree.
I respect that.
I'm like, on another note, I am very tangled up in my wires here.
Oh, I have no wires.
It's like
Got the AirPods. You're wearing real headphones. Don't you have AirPods?
I do, but my headphones, the wire goes into the right side of my computer. Even though the wire goes into the right side, it goes into the left side of my headphones, but the mic goes into the left side, but I hold it with my right hand. So it keeps like going like this
That's annoying.
and getting tangled up. It's not a good setup. I don't know what else to do though.
How many tattoos do you have?
Dose.
Where?
I have one on my hip that I got when I was 18 or 19. And then I have one on my shoulder, on the front part of my shoulder.
You know, if you would ask me how many tattoos does Ricki have, I would have said one.
Because you can only see the one on my shoulder, right?
What's the one on your hip?
On my hip, I have a music note with angel wings.
Have I ever seen it? Is it
Probably
visible when
not.
you're wearing a bikini?
Certain bikinis, not all.
Huh.
I put it there specifically so that people wouldn't see it though.
Why?
I was trying to hide it from my parents.
Oh, that's a good reason.
And also that one was both my tattoos are for me, but that one was really for me as a person and I didn't necessarily want other people to see it. So I didn't care if anyone else knew that I had it.
Do you ever forget that you have it?
Oh, I forgot I have both all the time.
Both. Wait, your second one is on your chest, isn't it?
On my shoulder. It's you would think that I would remember it, but I don't. I forget about it all the time.
I have one on my left shoulder on my back.
Oh, so
And
you forget about it all the time.
I sometimes I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh shit, I forgot I had a tattoo.
Isn't it weird to think that we have tattoos that we just completely forget about, but when we get them, they feel so like I need to get this. This makes
Right.
sense. And then you
Are
just totally
you
forget.
it's so crazy because you said both of them were for you, right? Like
Yep.
that's mine. Like mine is for me, like on my back. It's in Hebrew and it says the world is in the palm of your hands.
Oh,
So that's my reminder of like get the fuck out of wherever you are and explore the world. Right? So it's like my constant reminder of just like see the world, like go do things that you're not comfortable with or like there's a whole world outside of New Jersey, right? Which like obviously I know that, but it's just a constant reminder to go, 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 go.
and I would say you stay true to that.
Yeah, except I forget that it's on my back sometimes.
I forget you have one all the time.
Yeah.
And then you like stripped naked the other day for the picture
Yes.
on my dock with the beer can that covered your butt. And I was like, oh my God, that's right. He does have a tattoo on his back. I forget that you
Weird.
have one all the time.
So my next one is going to be somewhere that I can make sure that I can see it.
Oh, where are you going to put it?
I haven't decided yet.
Do we know what it is?
Well, there's two that I want. One day I'm going to get my dog Bailey's paw print.
Oh my God, you are insane.
Yep, I'm like beyond obsessed with her. And then my dad and I are going to get matching tattoos.
I love that. My dad wants to get matching tattoos with me and my brother.
You should do it. 100%.
We can't think of something that works for the three of us yet. And like
Uh,
for us, it's a little harder because theirs has to be really manly. Mine has to be dainty. It's kind of difficult to figure out what we're going to do to make that make sense.
have you come up with any sort of idea yet?
He liked the idea of the coordinates of our house.
Oh, that's cool.
And I
That's
don't
really cool.
mind that necessarily, but
But
I'm
you
not
don't love it.
in love with it. And that's the hard part. It has to be something that all three of us love.
Why do you not love that?
Because it seems very basic bitch.
Mm. You're like, you manly men can get the basic bitch tattoo. And I'm going to not.
I just like I like it. And I had it on I had a necklace that had the coordinates of where I live for the longest time that my best friend gave me before I went to California. And I loved it. I wore it every single day. And it was a constant reminder of home. But like to tattoo it on my body is a big step.
Right.
And I'm not feeling it.
That makes sense.
I think we could do better.
Yeah.
So it's just
I
going to
don't
take time.
I mean, the coordinates of the house makes sense because it's like that's something that you all share and
Mhm.
will always share. But I don't know, whatever the right thing is, I have no idea.
It's hard because you have to pick something that you have to live with for the rest of your life.
Yeah. So my dad and I are going to get matching palm trees,
Okay.
which is very strange, but my dad has always loved palm trees. He's always loved tropical vacations and tropical destinations. And so have I. And we share that. And we will always share that because no matter how old I get or no matter what happens in my life, I will always love a tropical destination.
Okay.
So the palm tree just makes sense, right? Like I can't see any point in my life where I would look at a palm tree on my skin and be like, that's kind of weird. Why did I do that?
I get that. And then it also is like a reminder of the moments you shared in those tropical destinations together.
Right. With my dad and also my whole family. So it's like our thing, but also, a reminder of family vacations and time together as a family.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. I
That's
just don't know
cute.
where I'm going to get it.
Do you
I'm
want that
either
one
going
to
to
be
get it.
visible?
Yeah. Probably not.
Okay.
I'm either going to get it on my side, like right here, like on my, what is this called?
Ribs.
I guess on like the side of my ribs though,
Mm-hmm.
or on my forearm or on my calf.
I think your calf.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I was thinking side of ribs.
I like calf because I think of trees coming out of the ground and your feet are kind of
Oh,
the ground. So it's like if it comes out of your calf, it's like it grows out
oh, I
of.
really like that. Right,
Mm-hmm.
because my back says the world is in the palm of your hands, but it's on my back, which makes no sense. So I should get the palm tree on my calf.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
I got you, Jake Bird. That's what I'm here for.
We were supposed to do it in June for my dad's birthday, but then coronavirus happened. So now we're waiting until,
It's safe.
it's safe, which that could be a long time.
I love that idea, though. I fully support this.
I really like that it's going to be on my calf, and it's going to be on my calf because of this episode.
Look at that. I love that I could be a part of this.
It makes sense, though, because trees come out of the ground, right?
Yep.
Why would I get it on my ribs?
That's what I'm saying.
And I also know somebody else that has it on their forearm, so I don't want to get a matching tattoo with this guy.
No, definitely not. You wanted to match with your dad, not this random dude.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
No, who are you talking about?
I'll tell you later.
Okay. I have no idea who this is. It could be anyone. No,
Yeah,
I'm so curious. It's going to
literally
bother
anyone.
me for the rest of this episode. I'm going to keep thinking about it and I'm not going to know who it is. It's going to drive me crazy.
But I like that. It's like the calf has the double meaning now. It's like trees come out of the ground, then my foot is coming out of the ground, kind of. And then, yeah.
If you love this idea because you're drunk, and then tomorrow you're going to be like, that is a dumb fucking idea, Ricki. I hate it. I don't want
Can you remind me tomorrow about this idea?
I'm actually going to put a reminder in my phone right now. Text Jake about
Please
palm
do.
tree.
I'm also not blackout, so hopefully I like actually remember this idea.
I think you'll remember it, but just in case.
Yeah.
Okay, let me add it. So we have other things we're supposed to talk about, right?
Yeah, so you and I were together. I don't know how long it was. It was so long ago at this point. I feel like I haven't seen you in 6 years. And
It was 2 weeks ago.
somehow, the topic came up of porn,
Yes.
right? It was me, you, AJ, your boyfriend, and AJ is your boyfriend.
Yes.
Just wanted to make that clear to anyone that doesn't know. And your dad.
Yes.
That's so weird.
I was going to say, people are going to be like, you were talking about porn with your dad? That's fucking weird.
Ricki's dad and I were talking about porn.
I know how this came up.
Okay, please tell me, because I don't remember.
We were talking about Carla Marie's feet because
Oh
her
my
feet
God.
are on Wiki Feet. And because her feet were on Wiki Feet, we started talking about porn because people have a fetish about feet.
Oh my God.
That's how it started. So thanks a lot, Carla Marie.
Thank you. Also, I really don't understand the foot fetish. And if you do have a foot fetish, totally fine. Please text us 201-588-5139 and explain to me what it is that you love about feet. Because
Ooh.
I'm kind of grossed out by feet. Right? Like real quick, the idea of toes. Toes freak me the fuck out.
Well, they're foot fingers.
Exactly. They're weird.
But imagine feet without toes.
I would not hate that idea. Like, have you
Okay.
ever really looked at your toes?
Yeah, I have weird toes. So I'm with you on
Toes are weird.
the fact that toes are freaky.
If somebody was like, stick my big toe in your mouth, I'd be like,
Wait, you really wouldn't do it?
no.
I feel like you would do it in the heat of the moment.
If we were in the shower or like we had just showered, maybe.
I think in the moment you'd really do it though, even if you didn't just shower.
I don't know. Next time I'm with a girl, I can be like, hey, can you tell when you put your toe in my mouth? And we'll see if it happens, and then I'll tell Ricki.
She must know about my sexual endeavors.
I'd be like, maybe we could FaceTime her. It wouldn't really be that weird. That would be
I
really
swear
weird.
she's asked me. She's really curious. It's not that weird.
Yeah. No, seriously though, I'm just really not in defeat. But there are people that are in defeat. So that got us onto the topic of I don't
Porn
remember.
searches, because we were saying that porn has to be at an all-time high right now with coronavirus.
Oh no. We were talking about how many people search for WikiFeet, the website.
Oh, right.
So it was something small, some small amount. And then your dad was like, "Oh, that's what I would picture Pornhub." And I was like, "No, it's got to be way more than that." So
Right.
you looked it
Yes.
up, and the average daily visitor amount to Pornhub was like 150 million or something, right?
Yes.
Like something insane.
I'm trying to look it up again. Please hold. It came up with a whole. Oh, yes. So Pornhub does a whole year in review at the end of every year. So in 2019, there were over 42 billion visits to Pornhub, which means there was an average of 115 million visits per day.
That's like almost half of America watching porn every day.
It says 115 million is the equivalent of the populations of Canada, Australia, Poland, and the Netherlands, all visiting in one day.
And then we said, imagine what it's like now during the pandemic.
Yes, has to be so much higher.
No, thank you.
But then we got into so many other parts of this. Like
Why did I just
there's
say no, thank you? I have no idea. You know, our boss follows the pod. I mean, my boss follows the podcast, so I really hope he's not listening to this one.
he's definitely listening and he's definitely learning a lot about you right now.
Great.
But they break it down and they do the searches that define 2019. And this is what threw us off.
This is what threw me off way more than anything.
Because, you know, when you hear 115 million per day, you're like, oh shit, that's a lot of people. So that's kind of
Yeah.
crazy. But you're like, okay, I could justify that. Right? When you think about the amount of people in the world.
Absolutely.
Then it goes into these searches and you're like, wait, what the fuck? So the number one is amateur, which makes sense. But the number two is alien. Alien is the number two most searched word in Pornhub in 2019. So when I said that out loud, we all go, wait, what the fuck is alien porn? So we looked it up and it's some weird shit.
And let me tell you, first of all, if my mom's listening, please turn us off right now because you're going to learn some weird shit. And I do not want you to hear this because she listens sometimes. But like, just turn it off. Okay, so alien, right? Like there. How do I want to say this? I don't know if I've ever searched for anything strange. Actually, I definitely have not. Oh, in college, there was this weird porn site. I forget what it's called. But it was weird shit. It was one of those like, it was kind of like a joke porn site where it's like just a bunch of ridiculous stuff that you would watch with friends.
Okay.
So that's kind of the weirdest where I've gotten with porn. I've never searched for anything strange. And you told me that alien was the second most searched thing. And I was like, alien? Like, I feel like I've seen some weird shit, but alien?
It's so strange. It's
And
like
then,
fake aliens on tables and stuff. It's so weird.
if you're curious, just look it up.
You
Look it up.
to.
Honestly, it's worth the search. Whether you're into porn or not. Look it up. Okay, what else is on the list?
So the other thing that really threw me off was that number 6 is mature, meaning old women. Like grandmas.
No, thank you.
Grandmas is the 6th most searched.
Wait, what's 3, 4, and 5?
3 is point of view. 4 is
Okay.
Belle Delphine. I don't know what that is.
Who?
Belle Delphine.
Can you spell that?
Belle space Delphine. Delphine? I don't know what it is.
Grab my phone for a second.
We were so thrown off by Alien that we didn't even look into everything else. We had like a whole 20-minute conversation about alien porn and how strange that is.
We were, yeah, we didn't discover Belphine.
Yeah. Delphine?
Belle Delphine. Oh, it says Belle Delphine OnlyFans. Oh, this must be a person. Oh, it is.
Oh, it's one specific person?
Oh, wow.
Damn, good for her because she's the number 4 most searched thing in 2019 on Pornhub. So
Wow.
kudos to you, girlfriend.
Belle Delphine on her.
Okay. Calm down. Don't read the title.
Why? Should we cut that out?
I feel like that's a little too far.
Okay, we'll cut that out.
We're not call her daddy over here, okay?
Yeah, let's definitely cut that out. She's kind of like a
Cosplay?
yeah,
Because
she's not really furry.
She a mix between furry and cosplay?
I don't think she's a furry, but she's wearing cat ears.
Okay, yeah. So it has like a picture of, oh, you're not going to be able to see it anyways, but it has a picture of, it looked like a girl with blue hair and cat ears.
Oh, this girl has pink hair, but it must be the same girl.
Okay, I guess she changes her hair color. Good for her.
Damn. Imagine being super famous just for having sex.
I mean, to each their own. That's amazing. Good for you.
But okay,
If
here's
you
the
like
weird
it,
thing.
amazing.
So none of these videos that I'm seeing is anything actual. There's no nudity
It's just
at all.
her doing things.
So it's all really ironic things.
Like,
So Belle Delphine strokes 2 big cocks, but she literally has chickens in the bed with her. Okay. Belle Delphine gets scissored, and it's literally her with a pair of scissors with clothes on.
oh my God, if that's really what these videos are, that's freaking amazing. And if she's making a lot of money off of it, even fucking better.
Good for her.
I love that. If that's actually what it is, because I don't know if you click on the video if it actually changes.
No, hold on. I'm going to click on one. It seems like that's what it actually is. Okay, this one is called Belle Delphine Squirts All Over the Floor, and it's a fucking video of her with a water gun, and she squirts it on the floor.
This is amazing.
Okay, here's one called Belle Delphine Gets Double Penetrated, and it's her with 2 cigarettes in her nostrils. Ricki, we're missing out on a huge market.
I'm so upset that I didn't think of this myself.
Okay, what else? So we had amateur, alien, POV, Belle Delphine. What else?
Cosplay is number 5.
Okay.
And then it's
what was
mature.
number 6? Mature, like gross.
So it's grandma and grandpa. And
Ugh.
then 7 is bisexual.
Okay.
8 is Apex Legends.
What is it?
Apex Legends. And then it has a gamer controller next to it.
Is there a bunch of weird gamer porn?
Maybe.
Apex Legends. Oh, yeah. This is weird.
So it's just gamers?
It's all like cartoon porn.
Oh. So
Not
it's
my
like
thing.
anime stuff. Interesting.
This is the weirdest conversation we've ever had on the podcast, but I'm kind of into it.
9 is ASMR.
What?
Yes, 9 is ASMR. He's like, let me write this down for
I've
later.
got to look it up.
And then 10 is femdom, and it has a whip.
So femdom is the woman being the dominatrix, right?
Dominatrix, I'm assuming, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it says femdom made the list of searches in 2019. Women in power has been trending for a while now. So why shouldn't Pornhub searches reflect this? So yeah.
Oh, God. We're going to not play the ASMR.
This is a really weird conversation. I'm sure so many people have turned this off. by this point.
No, people have not turned this off because people watch porn, so it's whatever. People are listening to us not with other humans, so they
It's
are not
also
embarrassed to listen to this.
just facts, you know? Do you want to know the top 20 countries by traffic?
What's yes,
So the number one is the United States.
that makes sense.
Number two is Japan.
Okay.
Three is United Kingdom.
Okay.
Four is Canada. Five is France. Six is Germany. Seven is Italy. Eight is Philippines. Nine is Australia. And 10 is Mexico.
Huh.
I don't feel like we had to do all 20 because I
Yeah,
feel like
no,
top 10
10's
is
good.
fine.
Wait, what was France?
France was 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth.
I feel like French people are pretty horny, right?
Yeah, I would have expected them to be higher, to be honest.
Very interesting. I can't believe ASMR is on that. I'm gonna have to look up what that is. I mean, I looked it up, but we cannot play it on this.
In your free time, enjoy
Can we
your
play
new. Your,
No.
no, we're not going to play it. No, absolutely not. Not
I don't know.
happening.
We're talking about fucking alien porn.
I guess you're right. But don't play it. No, we can't do that.
No.
No. It says the average visit duration worldwide is 10 minutes and 28 seconds,
I would have guessed shorter.
which is a 15-second increase this last year, 2019.
Wait till 2020. It's gonna be like fucking 35 minutes.
Oh, and apparently female visitors watch for 23 seconds longer than male visitors do, which makes sense because you guys are
does make
quicker than
sense.
us anyways.
Right. It can be like whatever.
Fascinating.
Fascinating. If you thought you were gonna listen to us today and hear about porn, I don't know. There's no way you thought that was gonna happen.
Do you want to know the favorite times to watch porn?
Yes.
Oh, wow. It goes so much higher at midnight. Midnight's like the most favorite, apparently. 11
Midnight.
p.m. and midnight are the highest, like, most viewed times.
I feel like those times are gonna change based on coronavirus, though.
Okay, so the highest and most popular, like the most popular time across the board is Sunday at 11 p.m. is the absolute highest time for viewers.
What is this a reliable source that you're looking at?
It's Pornhub's own site.
Oh,
Of their
wow, I just
analytics.
opened my phone and it was like ASMR porn.
You might want to X out of that.
Yeah.
And the lowest time for porn view traffic is Monday at 5 a.m., which makes sense, I think.
If you're watching porn Monday at 5 a.m. and you need a friend, please DM me.
Oh, Jake.
I'll be your friend.
So yeah, that's
Are you looking at Pornhub Insights? Dive deep into the analytics.
maybe, I have no idea. No, I went to the 2019 year in review, Pornhub Insights.
Miley Cyrus recently appeared on the Call Her Daddy podcast.
Is that just a random
then-
thing that came up?
People started searching for her. Holy cow. Miley Cyrus searches increased by 138% after the podcast.
Oh, wow. I guess that's what you got to do, Jake. Get on Call Her Daddy and get us some popular views.
Do you think people are going to start searching for us on Pornhub after this?
No, definitely not, because there's nothing to see.
As far as you know.
Oh, interesting.
Would you ever do porn?
Not in my life now at this point. Maybe at a previous point, I would have thought about it.
It's just very strange because so many people watch porn, right? So the chances of you being seen by somebody you know are pretty high. I
Oh,
would
yeah.
say.
Like there were people in high school who did it and everyone knew about it.
Right, same. My high school, same thing. There was people that went into porn and then the whole fucking school knew about it.
Yeah. So that's a scary thought. You don't want everyone that you've ever met in your life to be like, oh, I've seen you naked. And not only naked, but in very compromising positions.
Right, because eventually maybe you're going to want a, I want to say normal job, but I don't really know what that means these days.
Yeah, I don't know if that necessarily matters. It's more if you care that people see you in that light. And some people don't, and good for them. It's all up to preference.
Some people don't care, you mean?
Yeah, some people don't care. And that's why they end up doing it. And they end up sometimes making a lot of money, which good for them.
It's a very strange world.
Porn or just the world we live in general?
Porn.
Because I think the world we live in general is pretty strange itself.
Absolutely, I agree. But I mean porn specifically. It's a very weird world.
Well, it's very
Because
different than anything that you obviously know.
right, but I'm saying like as a video producer or whatever it is that I do now, I could go into the porn world. Like realistically, I could produce porn and I could have a pretty solid job for the rest of my life and maybe I could make a lot of money. But then, you know, it's like the stigma of porn. It's like, oh, what do you do for a living? Oh, I produce porn. And people are gonna be like, oh, you produce porn? That's kind of weird.
That's because we're just a bunch of prudes in America.
Right.
That's
I mean,
what that
look at
comes
the
down
numbers.
to.
You go on Pornhub and you look at the amount of views that are on videos. America's not prudes. America is just embarrassed to admit that they are into it.
They're hypocrites.
Right.
That's what it is. Everyone's a bunch of hypocrites. And they want to pretend that they don't watch porn or that they don't do anything that's quote unquote dirty.
Right. That's my other thing, right? So you, like, let's say hypothetically, I've been with people, right, that are quote unquote boring in bed, right? But maybe it's not the fact that they're boring. Maybe it's the fact that they're just embarrassed to admit the fact that they're really into other things.
Totally.
Right. That's never happened. It's just that this is a hypothetical situation.
That's completely possible.
So I think, you know, people are just embarrassed, which is, but why? Why do we make this an embarrassing thing? Why can't you just say, hey, I watch porn, right? Like, I just said it on this podcast that I don't know who the fuck listens to this. My boss probably listens. This is fucking weird. This just got beyond weird.
I think everyone watches porn. I don't know one person who
think
doesn't
so.
watch porn.
I've met people that don't watch porn.
No, you've met people who lie about watching porn. Everyone watches porn.
I don't think so.
I think everyone does.
No, I have dated people that legitimately do not watch porn.
But I think it's because they're ashamed to admit that they watch porn. I don't think it's that they never watched porn in their life.
I think this was a different situation. But maybe a rare situation.
I think most people who say that they don't are liars. Because everyone watches it. Or has at one point in their life. There's no way ever have.
Well, of course, have at some point in their life, but I'm talking about people that do it as a more regular thing. Do it as like to get off.
And I'm pretty sure a lot of people do, though.
Yes, a lot. I don't think everyone, though.
I think almost everyone does.
I don't agree with that.
I think it's true. I think, like we said, it's just that everyone makes it seem like it's so dirty and so wrong, so no one admits to it or talks about it.
Do you ever talk to your female friends about this?
Oh, yeah. We talk about this all the time. We have no problem talking about sex and things like that.
Right.
Mostly because no one's ever made us, like, we've never made each other feel bad about talking about sex.
I feel like it's maybe just you are also a very open person and your friend group is very similar, right? Like Yuritsa is not embarrassed to talk about sex at all. You know, like Yuritsa and I have talked about whatever it is. You and I have talked about whatever it is, but I don't know. I feel like maybe that's not the majority.
Oh, I don't think it's the majority at all, especially when it comes to females. I think females are shamed into thinking that they can't talk about sex and that they can't talk about porn and they can't talk about any of those things because that's quote unquote dirty. And it's just like, that's not very ladylike and women shouldn't do that. When in reality, I think all females should embrace their sexuality full-fledged and entirely because that's what makes us women. Our sexuality is part of what makes us women. So we should entirely embrace that. And if that means listening or watching porn, whatever way you want to do it, so be it. There's nothing wrong with that. Power to the women.
Power to the porn.
You can't say things like that when I'm drinking water, Jake.
If you have any thoughts on porn, text us 201-588-5139. We will not read your name on the podcast if you tell us something.
Obviously, keep it PG-13.
Why? Who cares?
That could get a little weird. I mean, you're asking people to talk to us about. They're going to start sending us links of the porn that they watch and shit.
Send us some alien porn, whatever. Alien, definitely not something I'll ever search for, but whatever. Whatever floats your boat.
I mean, we did search for it, so you already lied.
Oh, that's true. We searched for it when we were at your house.
Because we had to know what it was exactly.
Yeah. Also, don't forget, we are starting a new segment. And we're not starting it this week because we're recording this in advance. It's called the Hot Mess Express. If you have a story that is a serious hot mess, something that's happened to you recently, something that's happened to you in the past, DM it to us on Instagram at SDN podcast, and we may read your story on the podcast, and then whichever story gets the is the best, you become the conductor of the Hot Mess Express.
Oh, yeah. Also, you can send us a voice note if you'd rather that. Whichever way you want to do it.
I mean, we love to hear all the dirty details, so whatever works.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
We have to do shower thoughts.
Yeah, but before that, you had a question for me.
Oh, I did. Okay. I was like, wait, what question do I have for you?
I'm excited for shower thoughts, though.
The other day, I had a friend tell me that if I were a canned beverage, I would be a Four Loko.
Oh, God.
Which was quite offensive to hear.
I don't disagree with that.
They have done nothing for my life but cause me pain and anguish. So then I wonder what I've done to them for them to say this about me. But that made me wonder, if you could be a canned beverage, what would you be?
If I could be a canned beverage.
It doesn't have to be alcoholic necessarily, just any canned beverage.
Right. I don't think alcohol, actually, when I think of me. I think of me as more of probably like a Diet Coke.
Why?
Right. So originally when you said this, I think Coke. But then I'm like, Coke is kind of like, it's Coke, whatever. Diet Coke is like only certain people drink Coke. It's like not everyone loves Coke, but some people really love Coke. I mean, some people really love Diet Coke. So I feel like it's me. It's like, like some people really prefer Diet Coke. Some people are like, no, I don't drink Diet Coke. I only drink Coke. So I'm like Diet Coke. It's like some people really appreciate me. Some people are like, oh, you're just like really not my kind of vibe. I'm a Diet Coke.
All right. I get the explanation. I don't like Diet Coke, but I like you.
Right. So the people that love Diet Coke love Diet Coke.
Mm-hmm.
That's me. I'm Diet Coke.
All right. Not bad.
You Four Loko? Maybe. Honestly, not going to lie. I don't see it as a bad thing. You might be a Four Loko.
I see it as a bad thing because Four Lokos were so terrifying when I used to drink them.
You're pretty terrifying.
But I also always had fun when I drank them. It was just the next day that I didn't.
Oh, I haven't drank a Four Loko, and we should drink some Four Lokos together.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Somebody messaged us on Instagram. And we're like, hey, I have this seltzer that I need you to try. What's your address? And I was like, first of all, are you a stalker? Second of all, what do you want to send
us? You are a stalker. Here is my address.
Here's my address.
No problem.
So I said, what do you want to send us? And they said, it's Four Loko seltzer. And I said, thank you, but no thank you.
I almost want to try to know maybe it's better than just the regular Four Loko.
I think we need to try Four Loko and Four Loko seltzer at the same time. Can you even buy Four Loko anymore?
It's not the same Four Loko that originally came out. It's got no caffeine in it. Yeah.
I had Four Loko in college. It was dangerous.
I drank a lot of them at one point in my life. I won't say when, but I will say it was when the caffeine was in them, and it was not a good time.
Good times, good times.
Wait, no, it was a good time. It's just the next day it wasn't a good time. I also used to just be a lot better at drinking then. So it could have been like if I drank one now, I think I may go to the hospital. I wouldn't be well.
Us drinking one right now is just not a good idea.
No. When we were younger, we just didn't give a shit about anything. You have no regard for life. You're just kind of like, yeah, let's drink this thing that is totally not okay to drink.
Nobody should drink Four Loko. That company should go out of business a long time ago.
But it's so cheap, it'll never go out of business.
Yeah, just leave the world, please.
Oh my God.
Nobody needs your drink. Just fucking go out of business, please.
Okay, well, before Jake completely disowns Four Loko as a company.
It's too late.
We need to do shower thoughts.
I have a shower thought.
We have to do shower thoughts, and then we got to go.
Okay, can we please make the shower not super hot?
No, I like it hot.
I know, but not super hot.
But then it gets all toasty, and then you can go to bed nice and warm.
Okay, fine. Turn it on.
Okay, it's on.
Well, that actually feels kind of nice today.
See, it's like cozy. You get it all
Yeah, that is
nice and comfy.
Ricki,
Yes,
what are
Jake?
you thinking today?
I'm thinking about how soft food gets crunchier when you leave it out, but crunchy food gets softer when you leave it out.
What?
Isn't that weird?
What?
What are you thinking?
What?
Other than the fact that you're thinking that your brain is exploding right now.
So somebody texted us the shower thought, and I have to use it as my shower thought today because it's just so good.
Okay, at least you're giving credit where credit's due. You're not just taking it.
Yes, this is credit to Lake. Thank you, Lake. If you buy a bigger bed, you'll have more bedroom, but less bedroom.
Oh, because it's a bedroom.
But
So you're going to have less bedroom,
bed.
but you have more room in your bed. Oh, that's a good one, Lake.
Thank you, Lake. I read that and I was like, oh my God, am I high?
I just pictured one of those massive bedrooms where the whole room is just a bed. Have you seen pictures of those?
Imagine changing those sheets.
Wow, I was going to say it sounds so nice until you just put it that way. Now that doesn't sound so great.
I'm just here to ruin all of your fun.
Damn, Jake.
You're welcome. Time for some alien porn.
I gotta
Good
go.
times.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
It's
I
time
think
to get
we
out of the
should go.
shower. It's time to go to
time.
bed.
It's time to go. Okay, so don't forget, Hot Mess Express, we need your stories. You can DM us. You can send us a voice message, whatever it is. Don't forget to text us 201-588-5139. Follow us on all social media at 20SDN Podcast, and we'll see you next week.
That was a mouthful. Good job,
Thank
Jake
you.
Ford.
And you are going to be, who knows where you'll be, but next week Ricki will be on the road somewhere, and it'll be great.
Yes. So follow along on my Instagram, that chick
Don't,
Ricki.
don't forget to pack your mic.
I will pack my mic. Don't worry. And also
Thanks.
watch Carla Marie and Anthony's Twitch stream because I may be a special guest at some point.
Yes.
So follow along there too.
So your Instagram is at that chick Ricki, Carla Marie and Anthony on Twitch, Carla Marie and Anthony show. I don't know what they are. What are they?
Carla Marie and Anthony, I think it's just Twitch, and then you search Carla Marie and Anthony and it comes up.
Okay, cool.
I'm like,
Well,
let me double check though.
Thanks for hanging with us this week. It was fun.
You're so drunk.
I'm still pretty drunk.
I feel like you're also, but like you're like sleepy drunk at this point.
Yeah, I feel like I really had my shit together this episode though.
You surprised me because when you said I'm drunk, I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. This is not going to go well. And it actually
pretty
wasn't
good.
bad.
Yeah, I thought it was a good episode.
I'm very impressed. And it is Twitch. You just type in Carla Marie and Anthony and it'll come up.
Cool.
All right.
Cool. It was good hanging with you. I'll talk to you whenever.
Hope you're not too hungover tomorrow. Bye.
See you later.